Good morning, everyone. I'm Chris Schuller, and I'm coming to you from the Epiphany Episcopal Church. And I'm so new to this, I don't know if when you see that sign, if it's backwards in the mirror image or forward, but we'll learn these things in time. The Epiphany Episcopal Church is pretty much a ghost town right now. And as you may have heard, all the services are canceled here. Not only worship services, but things like pastoral care training and community dinners. And it's a little bit of a ghost town, a little bit of an adjustment. And it's easy for some of us to think at moments like this that we could be overreacting. And at the same time, one can say, you can never be too cautious about something that can cause death. And that's the point of my little message today. What I would like everybody to do is to spend a little time, right in the next minute or two, considering the viewpoint most unlike their own. Now that's easy for me, because I'm in the crowd that thinks we've really overreacted about this, that more people will die from diarrhea and dirty water, but that happens in third world countries, so we don't hear about it and think it actually matters as much as when the developed nations, the prosperous nations, have death issues and plagues. But at the same time, there are those who are super cautious and do so from a really loving perspective. And there can be love in all this caution. There can be quite a bit of love in honoring quarantine and social distancing. And basically what we're saying is, I don't want to be the cause of an increased possibility of somebody who's immune compromised dying as a result of spreading this disease, when it's as simple as spending more time at home, canceling services for a month or two, and being careful not to be someone who makes the mistake of causing somebody else to be sick. And this is really a beautiful way to show compassion, because the people who are doing that might be like my older daughter, who's 30 years old in perfect health, but taking the quarantining very seriously and really doing so out of concern for the fact that she lives in Tampa, Florida, where lots of people are old and who have less than optimally healthy lungs. So what I'm asking you to do is say, what's your basic predisposition? Is it believing this is a hoax, or is it believing really seriously? And consider the other view and what you might learn from it. And let's also remember the one thing we all agree on. COVID-19 is a problem, and it requires our seeking solution. And if you're given to prayer, it can benefit from prayer. This is something that can unite us all, praying that a healthy outcome comes from this, both individually and as a planet. I'd also like to make one little macro reminder, at the risk of being Captain Obvious. Of all the world's religions, all of which have beautiful, true, wonderful traditions, it's probably Christianity which most celebrates the paradox of good things coming from chaos. It's hugely implicit in much of Buddhism and Hinduism as well, but Christianity, more than any other, suggests the insanely paradoxical reality that a flawless human being, incarnate purely from God, comes here, loves, heals, teaches, and for his effort has a mock trial, is whipped, beaten, and killed on a cross, a slow, painful death. That from all that injustice, from all that chaos, from pure, hateful murderer, from irredeemable fear, fearlessness comes, life comes, and it is actually redeemed. What was incorrigible is fixed and healed through the resurrection of that same Jesus. So let's keep that in mind. Let's let Jesus give us a perspective here and know that plagues have come and gone, and there are always tests of us. But let's fear not that force that can kill the body, but fear and respect instead the force that can kill soul. And let us not be people who kill our own soul or allow it to be injured. Let's stay strong in soul. Let's stay strong in faith. And let's let the Jesus story inform our every thought and feeling about the current crisis. That's the message. A little bit of housekeeping, Epiphany people. As you can see, we clergy, they say we work an hour a week. I haven't done that yet. So feel free to text me, email me, call. I've got the communion kit ready to bring it to you. We can just do the bread, whatever you want. We can wash our hands together, and instead of singing happy birthday, we can say the Lord's Prayer together and really give it an upgrade. Got plenty of time. Contact me. We're here for you, and Epiphany, you're here for one another. God bless you all.